I'll share this link for the OKU 200 and 300 people, okay? So I'm just going to record all of what I'm doing today, so at least you guys get yeah, so this is live currently, so let me just see what it looks like. Yeah, that's working well. Okay, good. Alrighty, alright. So technically, you're going to see what I'm seeing here. Alright, and you're going to get sound. Great. Let me just start Karnak so you can see my keystrokes. Okay, so you have some issues with your levels.
So for some reason, my levels seem to, I think it's level 0 or level 1, but they seem to be connected to the top side. So whenever I move the level, it moves.
It will. Okay, let me explain. So I'm just going to cut a section through your site. Okay. So basically what's going on, if I just switch off your... So the Cape Town site, this is where things are very strange. Now, I'm assuming if I select this, it's going to be connected. So it's telling me that this is connected to level 0. But let's just check if it's set. Did you set your survey point? Hey?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, I'm going to change all of these. Okay, so basically, your ground floor, whatever you move this up and down by, you must move the south side down by the same level. They are linked. That's the only... So what I tend to do is I make another level, which I actually sometimes make level 0, sea level. And it stays down at sea level. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So all I've done is I've changed your levels to work with this. So let me just go back to 3D view and explain this a bit better. So I'm telling the levels to use your survey point at the moment, which is correct because you'd set it up. Okay. So all that you do, if you're going to move the ground floor, the trick is if you move the, I'm going to switch it back just to make sure that you understand what's going on here. I'm going to move this back to project base point. So if I move the site up, okay, let me just move all this. I'm going to lock all these together.
That's fine.
So you've set this up, you're working well. Let me just do it once more. Sorry, just here to here. Okay. I'm going to lock all of these. I'll explain why. If I move my ground floor up a bit, now you see it's 2.3. You're going to grab the topography and you're going to move it down by 2.3. So 300 though, not 2.3. Okay, so that's all that we've done. But you've just got to understand, this is the only thing about Revit that is weird to understand. It's now referencing this point above sea level now. So that's why it's 2.3. So you can move this up again, but don't worry about it. What you will eventually use, so all you've got to understand is that if you're going to move this ground floor level, you just move the topography down. So the topography is technically still the right elevation. You can tell this, so what we can do is you can tell it to host to a new level. We can create a new level. So watch this. I'm going to create a new level. So I'm going to go to architecture, level. I'm going to make a new level at sea level. Okay. I'm going to change this back to project levels or sea levels. Just so that I know where this one is. So this, yeah, survey point. I'm going to change this to, and it should be meters. I don't know why that one's not in meters. Let me just check these top ones. I'm sure these were. Oh, I didn't change all of them. Anyway. Okay, so this guy, let me just go to, no, with your C pointers. Let me just change this back to C point. Let me just check. Let's change this back to edit type. So 20 above, I don't know why that thing's so strange. That should be. Oh, that's why this should be 0. So that's where sea level is. Okay, this one's just got a datum. It should be project levels. Just be careful. That thing is a bit dangerous. It's weird. Okay, I'm going to change this to sea level. So you know that this is sea level. Oh, sorry. Okay, sea level. So we know that's sea level. Now, we can tell this one to pick a new host. So you're going to change this from there to sea level. But now, we've lost, so we just need to move it up to this 26. So this just needs to move up 26. So I need to move it up by that amount. But that's 26. Oh, it's such a round number. It shouldn't be round numbers like that. Let me just undo that. Because currently, this level over here, so let's move this guy up. Because we moved this down by 300. So let's move this one by, you want to get rid of these round numbers. You don't want these round numbers. So let's move this up, so 487. So I'm going to copy this just so I don't lose it. I'm going to use Notepad just to remember this. Just so I don't lose it, okay. I'm going to move this to 26,000. Everything will move down. Your sea level stay at sea level. Okay. So technically, 26.7. Now we need to move this thing down. No, we need to move it up by that. So it's 48.7. Okay, Jesus, strange, eh? 48.7. Okay, fine. Now, this one, I'm going to attach it to sea level now. But I know that I need to add 26 meters to it. Okay, so I'm going to change it to sea level, and then I'm going to move it up 26 meters. Okay, now, it doesn't matter. Now you can move your... Oh yeah, I should have left that locked, but now you can move this one. Happy days, okay. Sorry, it doesn't want to move now. What the hell's going on here? Come on. Move. See? And you just leave that one there. Okay. Then these levels, you can then go and then organize them. Let's do that again. I'll just sit down and do this. Okay, I'm going to switch off crop view for now because that does get in the way. Now, when you've got your levels ready, whatever level you want to edit, you click on it and then you set the dimension, okay? Then you can move this. Just try and move this in round. Okay, but everything else will look fine. So this looks great. Okay. I'll leave this here for you in the meantime. And you've got that example model of mine that you can go and look at now to go and see what's going on. Okay. Good.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to save this and send it back to you.
Thank you so much, Jess.
It might be, your email should be okay because it's big enough. So let me reply.
I just started.
Okay, no problems. As long as you're starting now, don't start.
No, so that's why I was like, something's not right. It's
good that you came and asked.
It would be something small and legal. Thank you so much, Jason.
My pleasure.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Good luck.
I'll let everyone else downstairs also know that you're here.
They must come, please. Yeah.
I'll let
Please,
them
please,
know.
please.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you. Okay, next on Teams. I hope everyone's using Revit 2025. We'll see. Those will have to help on their machines. Okay. Yeah, because then I can download it, I can work on it, and I can send it back to you. Okay. Page. Let's go for it. What is... Oh, you got two. So you got a project site, and you got a... Oh, no, you got one. Okay, download. Desktop. Okay, Grace, let's have a look. Shame, if you want to stand here and you can talk me through what's going on, and then because I want to save this and what did it say? Said something about.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Oh, that's correct. It's
Is it
correct.
fine?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay, what's happening?
you helped me the first time as well. So I did it from forma, and then
Mm-hmm.
what I did, I graded the surface so that it was
Yeah.
a flat surface to work
Yes,
on.
yes.
But I just extended the size a little bit because I figured it was too small, or something I did
Yeah.
was too small when I graded it.
And you've lost the
And
contours.
so now I want to extend this to here and also on the other side.
Okay.
And I can't get. And I know you said we could change the.
You can.
but
So
I
with
couldn't
the
get
top
it.
is solid, what you're going to do is you're going to go to points. So the first thing is it's giving you a whole bunch of points that you can now go and change. I can see you've made that flat surface there, which is cool.
Yeah.
Now, in order to add more detail to this top is solid, I'm going to start adding points. Now, with adding points, I'm going to go to a side plane view, which you're making good progress here, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah, it's getting there. So you see I can add points anyway?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell this, I'm going to say snap X, Y, and Z. Now we get some more snapping tools here. So guess what I can do now? Now when I add a point, guess what the topography is going to go? I need to go there, but maybe that point needs to be down a fraction. Do you want it in line with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then these points. So again, I'm going to go, and you'll see it's actually very easy. It's actually very easy.
It's easy, like because you make it easy, but you know you have to search for ever.
No, I know. That's the problem with a lot of the stuff there. Check. I'm actually now you
That's
can
amazing.
actually go around and follow. You can follow your hard standing and your building now. So maybe here we've got an issue.
You see,
But now we've got a road here. So maybe you need to consider. But I'll show you. This is actually quite easy to fix. Okay, so get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of the bottom because this will. Maybe I must just leave this here because you can move these points. You can actually move them. You can move these things to be in line with that. Okay, so you can select all of those.
I thought about selecting all of those maybe.
Watch this. I'm going to move them. So anything as I realize sometimes it doesn't. Let's do it this way. So now, if you go to top view, what I like to do here is go to top view, and I like to work in X-ray mode.
Oh wow.
So X-ray mode. So you're going to go to X-ray mode. So I can see the edge here. So I'm going to grab all of those points and move them. So I can use this grading. I can move it from there.
Ach no man.
Watch. Then I'm going to select those points and move them closer.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was such a nightmare. I had to redo things so many times.
Okay, but it's giving you good points. I'm surprised that this has actually worked okay from form. There was some things that I wasn't impressed with. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, the top is solid's not as clean as I was hoping it would be. It's not as refined as they promised.
Who's there?
Autodesk. They claim that this thing's going to be, but then you work with it a bit. You're like, guys, this is a bit of a gimmick. So I can move this, maybe, but maybe not. I'll explain why. So let's move that from there. So
Sorry?
then all that you're doing is you're just manipulating the topography points, and Revit sometimes is a bit, the latest, this version of it also is a bit glitchy. It keeps losing the, then you select those, just like this, and you move them in line there and it'll create the bank there, okay?
And this is just within modify sub
Yeah,
elements. Hey?
sub-elements. And if you need to add points, you add points. If you don't, there's a better way to do this actually. So I wonder if I'm going to show you that rather. Let's do that quickly. It's gonna make your life easier. I'll explain why. So, I'm going to quickly get rid of all of this. Doesn't matter, Revit
Like,
will
what
fill
is
in the
that?
blanks. It'll take the topography back to what it was. But I'm going to create a break line, a split line. I want this to chain, and then I'm going to draw around your site, so then we can use that better to fix. I'm going to draw one that follows the surface, and then another one that we manipulate. We get a better result. Yeah. Oh jeez, I might have just broken Revit here. It's just looking for. Oh yeah, I can get rid of that. Doesn't matter if they overlap. Come on. Okay, I might have broken it. I should have deleted some at a time and not everything at once.
That completely freaking out.
Freaks it out a bit. The new version of Topper Solids, I'm not happy. The old one was way easier to work with. We used to just draft what you want to do and then you just put points and you could copy points, move points. Now you can't. It's hard to copy multiple points and now it's just, Grace, I might have to start this again.
No, it's fine, just make me in. It's basically...
Okay, let me just see. I'll fix it better. Task manager. I'm just going to crash it and then we'll start again. In task. Sometimes just start again. So it was this one here. Yeah. Sometimes you just start again. So I'm going to delete some of the points bit by bit and then we can use a breakline tool rather. So we go back to the original, then I'll show you very quickly how you make a platform just using break lines.
Awesome.
And the break line tool, the lines are sharper, you don't get that rounding, but you can go and add little points if you want to refine it. But it's much of a muchness, okay?
No, that's perfect. As long as I have something to work with, it's nice to see you doing it in action because then I can learn something.
And this is recorded, I'll share this on the Teams, I'll publish this video. I'm trying to record all of these little sessions because everyone's going to have unique little...
Literally the same thing, like Madeleine, I know, also has something very similar that she's dealing with.
Okay, so I just want to see Mayfair, do manifest third party, for May, I was just saying, continue working file. Okay, so sound. So what I'm going to do very quickly is your side view.
I think it might be level 0.
Okay, I'll explain what's going in your side view. Okay, your side view, okay, switches, all switches. I just want to see your whole topography. Okay. Alright, so what, I'm going to maybe do this first. What do you want context-wise? You just want...
I'm perfect with it. I just want to show this park and over here, and that's basically a little bit of this, so just around the perimeter of...
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, because what we can do is we can get rid of the redundant stuff, because at the moment we're dealing with too much points.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use the split line tool. Now the split line tool, you want to use a long surface. Okay, I was it's freaking out when it does the split line tool. I'm wondering if because the problem now is if you, actually what we can do, okay, I'll tell you what. I will tell you what, we'll do it this way. Do it this way. Before I use the breakline tool, I think the breakline tool will break it. Now then I can dismiss that was for you guys. Okay, now it's working out. Okay, so I want to go along surface. So the breakline tool draws a line and follows along the surface. And it creates points for me. So along surface, 0. So I just want to say that this other day when it really battled.
Why is it battling? Do I have too many?
No, it's trying to do a ton load of maths. It's just a ton of solid thingy. I think we're just using points. Let's work with points. This thing is going to break it. Going to break it. But these are the points that it uses to create your topper solid, by the way.
Oh,
okay, it triangulates everything else around it. Okay, so no, let's not do that maybe. So let's not use a breakline tool. Because then it's very easy to do with some points. Okay, I'm going to delete some of the outline and then I'll show you how to fix that, provided we keep these points. Yo, I might have to exit this command, come on. Problem is if I'm hovering on the surface, it's trying to do a bunch of math to make sure that it follows the surface with the breakline tool. So maybe with a complex shape, let's not go there. Okay, so I'm going to edit the boundary, edit sketch. Now I'm going to change the sketch to maybe just this context like that. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
And then tab, get rid of this. Finish. Now the surface is going to look a bit strange, but it's just because the corners have gone a bit whack. So 3D view.
Are they trying to flatten themselves out?
Yeah. Let's go to 3D view. I don't know why it's not active here at the top. I don't know why it's doing that. See, maybe it's because there's other double screens, but anyway. Okay, because there's some other. Yeah, okay. An error code during the sub action. The sub cannot be completed. I'm wondering if you must just delete the buildings first, because they're individual buildings. Because it's trying to host, so let me do that. Yeah, this former thing, I think it adds a bit more. So I remade the sites just because I found the former stuff wasn't very It's not nice. It comes in very bitty, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay, we delete the roads first so that it doesn't give us any jip there. Okay,
Yeah,
third time's a charm. Third time's a charm.
When you spoke to me last as well, we looked at those roads and they were
It's a
quite
bit messy.
funky. Yeah.
Yeah, they're funky. But we use what we got. So yeah, continue working with. I think it's because of this third party thing. Okay. Anyway. So I'm gonna go to side view. I'm gonna rather use your side view. Explain why. So with your side view, yeah, I was gonna go to here, properties, very quickly. I just want to set this up correctly so that this is not a view range. So it's 9.0, yeah. Because that's that high above sea level. Okay, VG, make sure everything's on. And that's very far from the origin, so something is very far from the origin.
Okay. I'm just looking what they're doing.
It's the same thing, and then I've got yours. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it was just your origin's very far away. Let's use that, but that's fine. This is your site. Okay, so we're going to use this so I know where we're working.
He was showing me how to try and remove the points, but we're going to try something different now.
First, because these roads, all of these roads are depending. So when it makes these funny little roads and that, it depends on that surface. So first things first, I'm going to get rid of the stuff around where I don't need the context. So they're not hosted onto that surface, okay? So maybe like that, and maybe a bit like that. So these things are all trying to depend on the surface, which is a problem. Okay, so that's our first little error. This guy now, I'm going to go and say edit sketch, and I'm just going to try and get a bit more context. So I want to get this one, yeah, like that. Okay, I'm going to tab, get rid of that, finish. That's better. Now, this surface, I'm going to go and say view it in 3D. So this, I wanted to see it in 3D now so that I can focus on just the object. This will, should crash now.
Because it keeps crashing as well. So something there's lots of similarities to maybe interesting.
That's better. Okay. So with that boundary, so if I go and say it's sub-modify. So if you go and say modify points, you see this corner. All you got to do is you move this corner up to a closest point. Oh geez, now that happens. So you just move this up to the closest point, because then it will do the rest for you. That's all that happens. It's strange, I know. It's just a fix. See the edges get all weird? So you're just moving up this point to a closest other point that it maintains. You see it snaps? You cut the boundary smaller, because that's too much. Those files are too heavy coming in.
So that's why it was easy for us to take a He's making a video on this thing.
But that's enough, because now you see that it's a bit more.
Yeah, way manageable.
Yeah. This top is solid. What I try and do very quickly, edit time, I remove the finish at the top. We don't need that.
What is it?
It's just a finish. This, no, it's just a. It could be the map. Sorry.
No, but the map also doesn't work when you crop your this view region. The map doesn't work anymore.
All that we do now, we make this one. It's very quick. You're going to change this to grass. It should be in the file already if you use my template. Yeah, there we go. Grass. Now, just make sure that the graphics, it's perfect. It's okay. It's okay. And then edit, we're going to make this 10,000. Because if there's not enough, then it gets too thin. And then Revit also like. Okay. Apply. So now we have a better. Okay, that's realistic. Remember, in consistent colors, it'll be a nicer green to work with. Okay, now we just need to make this work better around your site. Okay, so now we're going to go back to site. The problem was it was a survey point very far. Okay, So this will start looking a bit better. It's still slight glitches. You can add another point to get it better. So you can keep adding these points now. So I'm going to focus on just your side boundary. So let's just focus on this guy for now. I'll make it wireframe to help us. Wireframe. And now I'm going to get these points to work. So I'm going to go and edit. So I'm going to modify these points. So all I'm going to do is you can move these points closer to the edge here for now. But we actually don't even need to do that. I'll explain why. Get rid of all of them. See, it's nice and flat now. Now, I'm going to add points around here to make the site work with your... They're never going to know. I'm going to make it work with your...
Can you do less points as well?
You can do less points. So you're going to go and add points. Now, when you're adding points... Okay, I can go back to 3D now. It shouldn't glitch out. So now in 3D view, you see you've got these points here. And I'm going to go to wireframe. So I've got this base here. So I'm going to say add point. So I'm going to say add point. I'm going to snap to X, Y, and Z. Guess what? I can snap there. So now the topography will go delete. And we can add another point close by. We can add another point close by. I just hit, and you just see a lot. So sometimes I just keep the floor slabs. I keep the floor slabs and switch off in the interior because now Revit's trying to do, especially with topos. So I'm gonna, in 3D view, I'm gonna switch off everything and just keep your floors, okay? If it doesn't crash again. It shouldn't. It's just if you guys, if your models are very heavy with furniture and that, I then just have the floor slabs available and then I just work with floor slabs and the topper because they're the two that work together. The rest is irrelevant, okay? Sorry, these machines are getting old. I hope it doesn't crash now. No, it's right. Oh no, it's working, it's working. Okay, first things first. Finish what we're doing and we're going to switch off, so VG, all off. And you just want, so all off, select just floors, switch that on and switch on top of solids. You don't need anything else on, okay? Top of solids. Apply, that's okay. And then I can hide just those top floors for now. So I don't need those either. Okay, so we're going to hide those. Hide element. And now, this is way better, because now you just got these floors to work with. You want to work around these floors. So we're going to go and say edit. So we're going to say add point. So you see this point over here, that's close enough. Guess what? I'm going to add a point. This is the edge of your building. So maybe you want to come up to that point.
Yes.
Maybe one there. Watch this. Okay, that's fine. So I'm manipulating the topography around. I'm manipulating the topography around to work with this floor. Did you use excavator tool or not?
It was a grader, I think. It's a grader tool.
Okay, let's just see. But anyway, let's say I'm finished now. So if I go to shaded, yeah, let's just go to shaded. Consistent colors. So now I've manipulated your topography to be in line, but maybe some of the center points I need to make a little lower. So I can then go and say add point. No, I need to see now. I want 7940. So if I say relative to base point, so if I say 7940, so I'll change this to 7 and make it absolute, by the way. So you want this to be absolute. So if you select anyone, so 7940, so we're going to go equals to 7940 minus 170, so it's below the slab. Oh, you've got to use enters first. Come on. So I just want to get that. So it's 7940 equals to 7940 minus 170. 70. Equals to 1970. 1970 minus 170.
You've got 797.
Oh, geez, let me try it. 1940. So it's 7940 equals to 7940 minus 170. Now I can start adding these points. So that absolute point, add point, what was it again? 7770.
794.
I know the one at 170. Then I'm going to switch off this guy for now because I don't want it snapping. So if I select there, see it'll put a new point below that. Sorry, no, that's too low. Yeah, creator there. I did set it to 7. Okay, let me just find a level here that works. So let's just pick that level there. Let's copy that. Control V. So if you go and add point now, see absolute Control V. Now every time I add a point, so if I go to top view and I go to, because maybe you just want it a little lower. So wireframe. So at some of these points here, you just want to lower all of this stuff a bit. So I'm going to put a point there, press OK. I'm going to put a point in the middle. I'm going to put a point there. So now we're creating a grade. So we're starting to grade the site. I'll put another point there because then I can grade it, put a grade there.
So all
put one
the
there.
platforms that are on the same level use the same point.
Yeah, I'm using the same point every time. Because now, if I go to 3D view now, you're going to see this thing's going to be as flat as a pancake, which is what you want. So if I go to shaded view now, now to fine tune, so when you've got your site now, to fine tune your site, you go to massing again, topography, those are subregions. The roads I'll delete by the way, and I'll show you how to make your roads better. These roads you can make, so let me show you this quickly while we're at it. You're going to go to subdivide surface, pick line tool. I'm just going to pick this once or twice. I'm just going to show you how the tool works. You can go, you see what I'm doing here? I'm selecting these edges. I'm going to show you how to make a quick road network without, don't use those floors. Then you're going to go trim. You can use the fillet radius where they intersect every time. You can use the fillet radius. So a standard, depending on the speed, the bigger the radius. So depending on the speed of the road, the bigger the radius gets. Okay. Radius, these are all going to be 5 meters, 5.5. It's a typical radius for a pedestrian road, like a high-speed road. You can get to 3.5. Let's make it 3.5 for slow speed. 3,500. Okay, so that's better. So we're going to use what they've given you, but we delete that rubbish because it's going to do nothing for you. Now these roads, all you do is you close them. You close the lines. That's all you do. It creates a subdivision, it creates a subsurface on your topography, and you make it look like roads. Tab once or twice to make sure they're closed, but you just do what I've done around all of them. Okay, you just finish that. Now you see it will have a different color. Now that, it's a bit high, you make it 2 mil. Now, that is your little road. This rubbish that they're giving you, foot's sake. Okay, that's, okay. You just quick, and this gives you a much better result around your topography. But now you can see your site's nice and level. And it grades nicely. Who cares? You're not. You can be you can actually grade this thing perfectly if you get a bit of time. So there's a bit of a high spot here. Or is that deliberate? No. So I need to add one more level there. So topo solid, select your topography. So we just need to add another point, but we've got that absolute point. It should keep it. No, it doesn't. So this point, I'm going to move this down. Here you can just say equals to, make it 150. So there's a step. Like you step, sorry, equals to, sorry, let's do that again, slow. Select that, point, select that. You go in front, equals to, minus 150. Now you copy this level, Control C. Now you go to wireframe. I'm going to go and say Control V. I want absolute points. I'm going to go add point, just like that. So along this line, see along this level? See it's made a little point down, along there, down. So you can actually go and make this so detailed. You can go and make it follow in here maybe. So your ground will be up here now, it'll be nice and level there.
It makes it flush with the, okay.
you're making a small weather step coming onto the site. So if you cut a section through it, okay, so here's your section box, and this is cut through the site, so you see this better.
Is a normal weather step 150?
Roughly. A curb, we use a curb line from a road, go and measure it using 150. A curb between tar and stepping up, 150. It's easy for someone to step up on.
So if you're trying to keep in mind a finished floor level, then you make
This,
like 100 levels so that you can add the finished
yeah, you can. Yes. But now these levels, what's interesting is if I've got this level over here and I select this level, Control C, and I select all of these around your site, sorry, Control. Guess what? You can change them all very quickly. Look what I did there. Now I made them all the same height. Quickly. So then I can select all of those. Guess what? Just like that. Guess what? So it's actually quite quick. Once you've got the hang of it,
I can't believe you did all that.
it's actually quite quick. It's quick. Okay. Oh, now you've got your like a little.
Oh, Mr. McNeil, what will we do without you?
You guys will make a plan. Trust me, you guys will make a plan.
No.
Those you can step, because that's your building maybe. So you want to step that up, stepping into your building. So that floor now can go up by. So there's a step between your hard surface and your building, and then your walls come off it. So you've got a weather step again. Oh, well, I've been doing this a bit. I've had a bit of practice.
Yo, I was so stressed about this.
No, man, it's quick. So just do this technique. You just take the same one. You go to edit sketch. You just keep editing. The trick is it must be a close loop of lines. You can add the rest to it, and then you get rid of you delete these things.
But before we can edit the top solid, we need to do the thing that you did with the edges and make it.
Yeah, it's still a bit damaged, but if it doesn't influence the model, just leave it. One last trick. These floor slabs. Guess what you can do with floor slabs?
Right.
Oh my goodness, we
Chloe needs to do that.
So this manipulation of topography you can do to floor slabs. You don't actually used to use ramps. You use floor slabs and you use break line tools now. But to reset them, then you can do those funky roos people do. If you say reset shape, it just goes back to normal.
just talking about floor slabs here, over here. There is like, I think we go under 1 meter. I don't know how to take out that floor.
Okay, now, if there is a floor slab there, so let's just check. Now we're going to use another tool. So let's just go, if there's a floor slab there, guess what? So very easy. So you're going to go to, click on your top of solid, excavate, watch now.
You cannot tell me it's that easy. This is like
Wait, it was so quick, I missed it. Wait.
Undo. Okay, so undo. So if you've got a floor slab that needs to excavate or a basement, so you select the top of solid, excavate. So you can un-excavate or excavate. Excavate. I usually make another floor thing underneath it, which I call fill, which I hide sometimes. I make it slightly bigger than the walls, and I use that to cut rather than the slab. So I make another floor slab underneath. I call it fill, and I do that as an excavation. But
Just for interest's sake, if you, instead of grading the whole top of solid around your slabs, can you just excavate
you can excavate
Or is
everything.
that bad practice?
No, you can. So if this floor slab moves up and down, I'll put it back. So if I make this, it stops excavating, but you can make different steps and you can tell it to excavate. It won't excavate if it's above ground. You will have to use a full arrangement. Okay.
And that's not under excavate, is that...
No, you have to then manipulate the topography. But, so let me do it this way. Let me show you this then quickly. I'm going to move, if you don't mind, I'm going to move this slab up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to move this slab up, and you'll see it's very quick. So I'm going to move this slab up, and let's make that 2 meters. Now, it is a little tricky to remember, but I can grade the topography to that. So I'm going to select the topography. So I'll go back here now because I can work in 3D view now. So Select your, oh, you got two bases. This is another base. What is that?
Oh gee, the only base
Oh, it's a
I've
top
made is-
solid. Let me just get, yeah, $2.
I saw.
And
we
it does
did
it because it
in
creates a
front.
site.
Yeah.
So get rid of that one because it's telling me there's two. That's why there was a bit of an issue.
No,
That's
but
Forma.
it comes from
It's from
Forma.
Forma.
I also saw that, so I just.
You don't need it. You don't need it. Okay, so now, if you select this guy, now I'm going to say edit topper surface. Now, the first trick I do is I say create point, but I'm going to say along surface because I need to protect the edge of the surface first. So here I'm going to go around just that. I need wireframe here, but wireframe. So I'm going to go around. It's the slab over here. So I'm going to put a point there. But it's following the surface, okay? I'm going to put a point there. Think of it as triangulation. Put a point there and put a point there. I know it's strange. Now, I'm going to say, well, relative. Now watch. Okay. Watch what it's doing. Now it's going to try and triangulate. Come on, it should pick a point there. Yeah. Oh, there. You'll see now it's going to try and triangulate. I have to add more points there. But you'll see that it'll try and keep adding. It'll try and grade between there and there. But to fix it, sometimes you have to copy one of these. You select this point. You just copy it in the middle. You go to copy. Come on. You have to go here and edit. So go here. Okay, so go to top view. You just need to copy that one point. You see how it's trying to make that grading? You copy this point now, watch this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go here. You copy this point now, you copy it. Or you have to make a new point. This is the new one, yeah. Control C that one. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to make it absolute. So I'm going to add a point, absolute. Control V. Guess what? I'm going to put the point there. See what it does? I'm going to put the point there. So now it's making a, I'm going to put that point there. So now it's going to try and grade this thing. So if I go to 3D view now, you see what it's doing. Here it's got too much, it doesn't know what to do there. But you can do them. You can do them. You see how it's starting to make that. So if I go to 3D view now, it takes a bit of time, but there, check, I've made it. Okay.
Because I've positioned my slabs to have like cut it full, so that I don't excavate.
But the excavate will always excavate. I must just add a better point there. So just use the excavator and then you just use points around it and then you excavate the slab, okay? But let me just undo that because I don't want to cause too much rubbish here with you otherwise. But you can do that. You can go and, there we go. Good. I'll send this file back to you and you've got a good, but there's your little basement as well. Okay.
But you said you're making a video about.
Yeah, this has been recorded now.
Oh, okay.
It's going out live on YouTube, okay?
And then you post it on Teams.
Yeah, the video will be on Teams. I'm giving it to the second years and third years. And what I like about this, I can give it straight back to you. Watch this. Attach file from computer, and then you get your file back. Attach file from upload. And then it will be this, it was this one now here, desktop here. No, desktop, it was Mayfair.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let me just make sure I'm saving it. I did save it, yeah. There we go. Mayfair, open. And then I'll send it back, then you get your file back. Download it and overwrite your, open it and save as and overwrite. Okay. No, that's awesome. Awesome. No, this is tricky, yeah? You can Google for hours, you won't find this info.
That's what we were saying, is that like you can just put it, just try your hardest. But then sometimes we abuse you.
Some things I tried to YouTube and it was old versions.
I know.
They're not keeping
It
up.
doesn't help at all.
They're really not.
They're not keeping up. It's actually a problem. We try not to get someone else in to help. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We don't have a very, it's probably a very stupid, simple thing, but I've cropped my views so that I don't see like the whole side, but it's still orientated to the true north, not the project.
Just make sure in your properties that it is, all of those views are set to Project North and not True North. But you know how to set Project North. Remember we used that reference line. I sent that video out on Teams that helped you guys.
I think I did it, but
Send me your file, we'll have a look. Okay. Lena? My pleasure. This thing should be down, sorry, it should be downloading to my, I don't know why it's downloading to downloads. I wanted to do that. Okay, let me just move it. So let's say move to, let's say cut, desktop.
Wait, that's not my file. It says final project.
Oh,
That's Ruben.
Ruben. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I've used the wrong file.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, download.
It's a PLN.
I'm going to try my best. I'm not very good at ArchiCAD, okay?
Yeah, it's just a roof thing.
There you are. Okay. Yeah, let me try. Let me try. You might have to go to Bianca. And I might have to go to
I think she left actually. I
No,
saw her
man,
in
she's
the
supposed to
online.
be here, man. Okay, let me...
Maybe she came back.
Oh, they're supposed to be helping
No, I
me.
did text her. I haven't seen her this week.
Okay, no, that's fine. Let me try now. Let's see. Okay, so, desktop. Okay, desktop, desktop, desktop. Let me try and see. Is it... We might have to use morphs or...
I think that's
Let's try.
okay. I can just explain what the issue is. So I'm just finding it hard to change like the shape of the wall because on plan it looks like this.
Yeah.
And this is the first entrance you go in.
Yeah, so those who use beams, and you can manipulate the beams and you move them up and down, but the roof sheeting, we make it one. So typically what we do is, what type of roof material do you want?
It's just like timber beams and then like
Is it
That's
roof
a-
sheeting?
Yes,
Yeah,
just normal.
okay, no, then
the issue is just getting this the right shape because you have one wall here that's short and one that's longer.
Yeah, I
and
know
then
that
you have
we
that
can
as
do.
well.
No, that we can do, that we can do.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, then you build the walls up and you tell it to connect. You tell it to connect to the roof. I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
And that we can do, yeah. Okay, good. I'll sort that out now. Why is ArchiCAD not opening? Let's try this again.
I have a question. Just for future years, people are starting to like use Photoshop. I've noticed to render. Did you guys ever have a time where you guys?
No, we
used
did look
Photoshop?
into it. It was going to cost us R1 million per year.
Holy cow!
So we thought if your tuition fees go up, we could afford it. We did
But
the
I pay
maths.
for it anyway now. Shame.
The art students use it next door. But what we promote now, this is cool. Let me show you this while you're here. We are promoting because we find Photoshop is it's too expensive for what you're getting. We've got another tool now that we've been trialing, and it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. Give me a second. It is called. It's exactly like Photoshop, but a third of the price. It's called.
It's not Canva. Is it?
No, it's not Canva. Canva bought them out. It's called. It's Photoshop
Canva's pretty
Alternatives.
helpful. Just the quality of the final print. That's
Yeah,
horrible.
Photoshop Alternatives while this opens. It's called Affinity
Oh,
Designer.
I've never heard of that.
Affinity Design. Now you must check this out. I'll show you the website. It's crazy.
Also, like Photoshop isn't as user friendly as like something like Canva, which is why it takes so
So
long to learn.
Canva have bought out Affinity Design. They actually own this product.
Okay.
But I want to show you what people you must see the stuff.
Is it the same price or?
No, watch this. You get it for life,
Oh.
except all. You get it for life. So if you go your menu and you go to where was purchase? There was a purchase menu here. Affinity Design. I just want to see the purchase one. You buy it. Menu. Affinity. There was a thing where you buy. Where do you buy it? You get a massive discount as
If you're a student.
yeah. Schools. This tool, it's like Photoshop. You see all the awards they've been winning.
Oh.
But when you buy it, I promise you, this is where the magic is. Where's the buy?
Is it
There was
new? I've never heard
It's
of
very
it.
new,
Okay.
but it is excellent. It is excellent.
So is it just like Photoshop, just less expensive and more user friendly?
And I think this is a tool for architects because it's vector and raster mixed into one bit of software.
And the quality?
It's brilliant.
Okay.
It's brilliant. I've been trying it. It's excellent.
Okay.
So you get it, and it's cross platforms. And when you buy it, it's where you buy
Do
the
you need like the internet to use it? Do you
Business.
like download it into your PC.
Your PC and your iPad and it works cross-platform. And what you're doing on one, you get to the
You just have
other.
an account, yeah. Okay, cool.
There was a thing where you get
Get
a.
a quote, I guess.
No, it's not quite. They give you the pricing. Anyway, it's 1,200 rand for life.
Oh, that's really good.
Once off. That's it. Then you
Because
have
Canva
everything.
is like 1,200 per year. So.
Now the full
Yeah.
design suite.
Oh, they have like other. Do they have like an InDesign thing?
So we can only get the full design suite, and it's 2,500 rand per student per year.
That's really good, actually.
Per year. Infinity Design is 1,500 for life.
Oh, per year.
It's not
no,
prescription.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
You
Okay.
don't have to think about it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about.
Okay, so you want to put roofs. Okay, good. You want to put a roof up there and another roof there.
Yeah.
Or
So,
in this direction.
all in that direction, yes.
All in this direction. So it goes to this roof and then it goes up again and goes up again.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to check your levels because your levels. Have you made a level where they go up to?
This is
Okay,
ground. Like
let me
there's
just go to
nothing
ground
else
floor. I
happening.
just want to check what's going on, which level we're on. I just want to create a section so I know what I'm doing. So I need to create a section. Okay, now I've got to draw the square, otherwise this thing doesn't. Anyway, yeah, let's just check. Yeah, let's go to this section. If we go to sections now, sections. I just want to see where these levels stop. Okay, so you've taken. So I need to work off level 1. Okay, so level 1. Now level 1, I should be able to see. I'm going to use the trace. So I'm going to use trace, so I can see the floors below.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm tracing, so I can see the floors below. Now I'm going to create some roofs. So I'm going to say roof tool.
So you do the roof even before you do the wall?
You can.
Because the wall
No,
right now.
no, I'll show you now. The walls will go up. I'll
Okay.
show you how the walls connect to the roof. Now,
Okay.
we need to specify how the roof works. So I want the roof to be in one direction.
Sorry, can I record this?
It is recording. I'm recording this.
Oh, so I can like play it.
Yeah. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to stop. The first roof is going to stop over here somewhere. It should do. Why is it not giving me? Come on, let's try that again. One there, there. See?
So
The
you
roof
just
will
drag.
stop. Yeah. The rules are slightly skewed, but you can fix that. So let's stop it there. Continue. Okay, now if I go to 3D view,
Okay.
okay, now we need to change the pitch of the roof. So this will be at 10,
Oh.
10 degrees. Because remember we're going that direction. Now, and this is relative to that level. I can make this 0 because it starts on that level going up, you see. You can make it so it's relative to story 1. So maybe make this 200. Now, you want this to be a different type of roof. You want this just to be a
Oh, like
solid
200 above.
level 1. So it's
Okay.
starting off, see, story, and it goes up by 1 at 10 degrees.
Okay.
Now you want the thickness of the roof.
Because I'm gonna have like a window here, like a clerestory window.
Make that 50 mil because it's only,
That's
and
way
you put
too
your
thick.
trusses in.
Then
Okay.
you can make that like steel.
Then you go and find your material and you find zinc, metal. Now, I got your file, thanks.
I just wanted to let you know I just got it.
You got it
right,
worked.
so
Hey, jackpot. There we go. So now these things, you can go and edit these points now. So I can extend this now in 3D and out in that direction. You can extend these points. Okay, so let me...
Move
Yeah,
nodes.
move
Oh,
this.
you can make it wider
Okay,
or thinner.
you see, you can even change the shape. But you can, on plan, you can go and change the actual shape as well. Okay, now...
Okay, so it acts like a wall.
It
or
acts like a
column or
wall.
anything.
Now, you're gonna select this wall. So you're gonna use an operation. So it doesn't matter which one you pick. Oh, these tools are missing here. Why is that missing? I'm looking for. It's the stuff to. There's a drafting aids. Damn it, now where's that? Tools architecture. Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm missing a menu here that helps me connect things to the roof. Okay, it's in here. If you go edit, view, let me just go to the section view rather. The section view sometimes is better. No, 3D view. So, there's a tool here that allows you to connect the more tools. I just want to see where it is. It's the SolidWorks, solid structural loads. It's standard. Let me just check that one. Oh shucks, not standard. Damn it, no, why is this not set up like normal? So switch that on. So I just have to switch on edit elements. Is it this? Ah, there we go. See this tool here? So we're looking for operators. So you want this to, so I want to say, go up to. So it will say, subtract upwards extrusion. Yeah. So you're going to say, subtract with downwards extrusion. So you're looking for, add target is going to be the roof. So you're going to say add target is the roof. Add target. And add operator, so select, so add operator will be this roof, this wall here. And you're going to say add operator. Okay? And then you say execute.
So you're linking the roof to the...
Yeah, I'm supposed to do it. So let me just try this a bit. I must maybe make this overhang a bit because you want this to overhang. So let me just make sure that the roof overhangs.
Okay, so I think for this one doesn't have to overhang. The other one has to overhang.
Now explain it. The sides need to overhang. This needs to overhang.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant here.
Yeah, this
Okay.
just needs to overhang. So I need to make this thing. It was this.
Move the node or...
Let's just move the node. This just needs to go over a few. You need this to go past your wall. See where that
Yeah.
intersects there?
Yeah.
But it's supposed to use the blue line. Why is the blue line not moving? That's what you
Okay,
do.
that makes
Okay,
sense.
so you must tab until you select the blue line. So that, not that one, that one. Oh no, not that. Oh, so selecting the blue line's a problem. Okay, never mind. Okay, it just needs to overhang. So 3D view. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so you're going to select this wall. You might start the wall lower, so make that 3 meters. I'll explain why. 3,000. Now, you're going to tell this thing is going to become set as target, subtract with downward, no, subtract, it has to go up to, subtract with downward extrusion. This one, subtract with upward extrusion, I remember now. Okay, target is, this is add target. Sorry, add target. We'll select the target. So add as target, add operator, add as operator. There we go.
So you select the thing.
Oh no, it's doing it the wrong way. See how it cuts the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've got to take this past, my bad. So the wall must go past. Sorry, you take it past, it must go past the roof. Okay, it must go past. 5,000.
Oh.
5,000, there. So it's going to be with downward extrusion. So it's going to be with, yeah, downwards extrusion. Yeah. So pick target, set as target, as operator, execute. Why? It keeps cutting the. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm doing it the wrong way around. Set target is the roof as target. Operator will be the wall.
Okay.
No, I've done it wrong. Target is the wall.
This is so confusing.
Add as target. So add target. Add operator. Execute. Upward extrusion.
Is it different in Revit?
Yeah, you tell it to connect. So let me just do it again. So this guy, you can now grab these and pull it up higher. You can just do this tool, by the way.
And that's what I always use, to
Yeah.
be honest.
So we're gonna tell this thing it's gonna be with
So you do the roof cheating
yeah.
first to
Subtract
okay.
with upward extrusion. Subtract with downward extrusion. Okay. Target. So we're gonna say set as target, set as operator, execute. Man, I did that again. The wall's the target. Sorry, man. Okay. As target, as operator, execute.
You click the sheet thing first as the target.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the.
The wall.
It's doing it right. It must just not extrude it above. So that was with. I think it's. Sorry, no, I've gone and done that now. Okay. Okay, now we're going to get it. So it's with downwards extrusion. There. Okay, now. So this one is as operator, as target.
Something's up.
Downward extrusion. Okay. I'm doing this right. It's just I'm getting the wrong bloody
Setting.
wrong setting. Okay, so that was with upper. Subtract with upper. Yes. Okay. Add as target. Add as target. Add as operator. No. This is the target. Add as target.
You click the wall again.
Add as operator.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Do you think you can copy the style of this wall and paste it onto
No, you
the
can't.
other wall?
You have to. This one, but don't worry. Don't worry. You can
Because that'll
grab this
make my
edge
life
now.
so much easier.
This is what you do. You grab the edge.
And you offset
Ah. Now you get it right. Now this one, same deal. You must just make it go higher. Now we've got it.
So you can
it's
follow
with
the roof, like
it's
the
sub with
sheeting.
opera. Yeah. So set as target as target.
Wait.
No. As target.
Wall,
as operator.
Wall as target.
Yeah.
Wall as
Look at that.
target.
Look at that.
Beautiful. So wall as target, and then roof.
Likewise with this one,
as-
guess what? You take this up higher. Again, now we're cooking on gas.
Yeah.
So now you're going to select, so again, set as target, set as operator, execute.
You didn't click
wrong
the
way around
roof
again.
sheeting.
No, I did it wrong again.
Okay, wait. Roof. Wall as target.
No,
and
it's the
roof
walls as target.
Yeah.
Wall as target,
Yeah, put wall
and
as
then
target.
roof as operator, execute.
Beautiful. 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 Beautiful.
Okay, but you might have to play with how the walls intersect. So you might have to change the materials on the side here.
Yeah.
Okay, but check at that. Now if you go to your section now,
Nice. Because I wanted to do the same thing I did here.
and you just keep
So-
adding the roofs, you can copy this roof again and get it smaller again. Okay, but you do that
Yeah.
all in first story.
I was wondering if I could do the same thing with the wall, or do I have okay? We can try it here. You can
So watch
copy
again.
the style of the wall, like with this dropper tool, and then put it on another wall.
That's
so I don't
correct.
Have to
You don't
redo
have to redo it again.
Yeah.
But, so we're going to create another roof again. Roof,
Okay.
single. So I'm going to say, just be careful. Some of your walls are not 100% straight, but you know what?
Yikes! It's literally just for the renders. Like I'm
Yeah.
not doing a section.
I'm doing it
So-
square just to make sure. Okay, why is this thing not doing this thing again? Come on. Yeah, snap. We'll just do it away because then I can move it back in position. So your roof is going to do something like that, and then come on. Oh, what's it work now? Roof. Yes. Yes. Yeah, story. Click upward pitch roof. Then you add the. Okay, wait a minute. Select pivot points. Yes. Okay, select pivot point. So I must read this. So pick pivot point is in this direction.
Yeah.
It wants to know in which direction the roof goes, in that direction, and then you go from there.
You draw them.
Okay, I understand. So I'm going to pick a roof from there to there. It's going to go in that direction. Then you're going to say the roof is going to go from there to there,
No, you do have
to
to
there.
give a direction.
Continue. Okay. Now you don't see the roof, so you have to go to 3D view.
Yeah. So you have to go to the story first.
But now you can use the eyedropper. So now you
Yeah,
can
you
use the
just copy.
eyedropper. So use this guy.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, wrong way around. Use this guy.
Yeah. Perfect.
See, it even puts it on the same
So
level.
you'd have to do the same.
But these you just pull up. It's
And then-
actually, no, we got it, eh?
Yeah.
Take it to the same
So
level.
where do you find this, the target?
I'll show you now. It's in this, so that will go up to there. Okay, so now this roof So these tools are solid element operations. If you right click here, it was this edit element toolbar. Okay. Okay, edit element toolbar.
So I don't have that.
If
like,
it's
on
not,
my-
it should be on. Okay.
So where? Okay.
And it
You
should
said
be,
this wasn't here. It was supposed to be
but
here.
it's supposed to be there. By
So-
default, it is.
How do you find it?
You literally just click, you click in here. So now the problem is you just have to drag to the side. I've noticed with your keyboard. That's why I did it.
It might be on my laptop actually.
So you might just have to pack these things in a bit better. Just check. If it's not, you just pack them in. So this might have to go in at the top here maybe, just
Yeah,
in
I don't
case.
think I have that. So
Okay.
what is it? What is it called?
It's the solid operator. Okay, but you can have multiple. So what you can do is you can say as operator, so pick the roof, as operator, as target.
It's the roof sheeting.
See what I'm doing? Shift. So as target.
Wall
C3,
is target.
1, execute.
Okay.
But it just must go over. That's why it doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you might have to get that flush, but very doable. Okay. There's just a slight skew, but you can see now. Happy days.
Yeah.
Happy days. Okay, I'm going to save this for you.
Okay. Great.
Save.
That'll do a lot for me. So when you save it, and are you gonna send it back or? Oh, okay.
I will.
On the chat.
You know to sign that for me, just so, because we just wanted to know if you guys are not down there, you here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I'm gonna go back down and
Yeah,
I need
that's
help
fine.
for construction.
Yeah, just sign and then got it. Yeah, I'm going to save this one and give it back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. But that's coming together, man. It's coming together.
Yeah, it really has to.
It really has to. Okay, Ruben. Next one for a shave. Okay, I'm just sending this quickly. Yes, testing my ArchiCAD skills, my word.
But if it's initial functions for you, you'll have to go.
You guys can sign this. If you can sign this, and I'll give it to Aubrey to see who was here. Okay. So you don't, if you're worried about not getting your thing signed and your thing, whatever, yeah. No, that's fine. It's, I told. Yeah.
Ja, the session was for one day. When Tanisha was done though,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
Then, yeah.
Which means we both have to go downstairs.
Not to say, because no one's sitting together, it's all individual. Just kind of go whenever.
Okay, let's just get your file here quickly. Sorry, I did download it. Sorry. Oh yeah, I've got it. It sits in downloads. Okay. Downloads. It was this file here, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, Control X. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. Oh, is it this here? This one here? Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, that other file, I don't know. So what do you want to do exactly? Quickly.
Okay.
Oh, is it your model?
No,
No,
it's
it's
Ruben's,
mine.
but we have the same question. So for
It's
cars,
it's to do the little 3D models, hey?
Yeah, the
Yes.
axos.
to make stuff like the edge of the parapet
Because in our section we use a lot of detail, fold regions, because
Like
we couldn't
2D.
find the families who like let the screen
I know,
slow down.
I know.
So we don't know how to do that now in 3D.
I'm going to show you how to do that very quickly.
Okay.
It is a way to do it in Revit, but it's not intuitive and you can't break things apart. You can't cut, it's just a
Yeah.
bit. So what I do is I actually create a separate model where I just do the model and then I plug it in and I use that 3D model as a plugged in of a 3D view.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll show you now. It's actually quite intuitive. Okay, so you want to do something like this. So this is your parapet wall and you want to add a bit of detail. Okay. Sometimes what we can do it does get tricky because it's got two models, but I'm just going to export this as an OBJ. I'll explain why. So I'm going to go to File. This is quite neat, by the way. Export. You're going to make this an OBJ because I just want something to model around very quickly. Okay. It's not always, maybe, let's maybe make a DWG for now because the DWG will give me more detail to model around and I can snap to stuff. Anyway, so I'm going to export just this as a DWG, okay. The only trick is this is recorded as well, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want that. I'm just going to say press OK. I'm going to export this on my desktop, but I'll give you this DWG file as well. I was going to call this 3D. Okay, that's fine. Close. Now I'm going to start a new project, File, New, and I want to keep this little model very clean. New project. Started with my same template. I hope I had this machine set up correctly. Your BIM library, Revit, templates. Yeah, I find that these things are very, it's just tricky. I make another little separate model, totally separate to this, where I'm going to put my little, because it's empty. 3D view in here, so 3D view here, bang, empty. So I'm going to go say insert, I'm going to say link CAD, I just want to link it in, desktop, 3D, open. So it comes in as this little 3D object, and I can move it anywhere, but I can snap to this stuff. It's a dumb object in essence, okay. So I'm going to move this to ground floor. Let me just make sure my levels. So just make sure the thing's on ground floor. Yeah, exactly that. So let's just go to top view. I want to move it as close to the origin as possible. Just go to ground floor maybe. Ground floor. It was there in 3D view, sorry. 3D. Okay. It's just above, it's way above the levels at the moment. Yeah, so let's move it down there. You're just going to get it close to the origin as possible, and then we're happy days. Okay. I would maybe say, well, yeah, I just want to get that as close as possible, ground floor. So now I'm seeing it in ground floor, now I can use a section quickly. No, don't draw the skew. Okay. And I want to use a level for something. So maybe, okay, and you see it gives me something to work around. Okay, 3D view. Okay. Now this thing, what I tend to do with these, if in VG, imported categories, I try and override this a bit just so that it's halftone. These things it gets in the way when you're trying to model stuff. So, very easy. Everything that you want to break apart, you start putting into different in-place families. So you're going to go to architecture, component, model in place. Now, the trick is floors. Everything that's a floor thing, put it on the floor. So the first one will be slab, floor slab, just like this. Now you're going to create an extrusion, and I can use this extrusion, and I'm going to say set, it always needs a level to work from, set work plan, ground floor's fine. I'm going to use a pick line tool. Guess what it does? I can use this model to quickly get the information from. Okay, that's fine. Isolate category, and then I just want to close these. So I've got it closed. So my floor slab was relative to that level, so it will end at 0 and start at minus 255 because it's you guys, what are you doing for your roof slab? You're doing that timber thing and then the screed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that's a minus 380, that's composite. I don't know how thick your composite thing was.
350.
350, okay, 350, yeah. So this will be timber, okay, 350. And that start value will be 0. Finish. So now, if I hide this, quickly, hide element, you'll see that I've got my little composite in place timber floor. Now this timber floor, the only trick now is, because we work in floors, if you go to manage and you go to additional settings, object styles, in floors we just need to add a category to tell it it's a timber and not a so that when it cuts in section and elevation, it represents correctly. So you just say timber. Just call it timber. Okay.
Ms. McMillan, I just quickly want to interrupt. Can I just leave? This thing is still loading. Must I just leave it and talk to you next week?
How much days do you have
It's-
left?
I still have till the 23rd of October.
Okay, come and see me
Because
Monday.
it's still on 97%.
Just, you might find when you get home it'll do it. Yeah, come
Yeah.
and see me on Monday. Okay.
Okay.
Section will be slightly, it won't be as thick because it's timber. Apply, press OK. Now, just make sure that you apply the category. You'll see it'll be timber now. Now, all the thing you have to do is add a material. Because if you're using my template, the materials will be preloaded in. So it'll be timber, and this will be, sorry, timber. There was a timber. C16 timber structure, timber joist. Use what was the parents' library? There was a C16 timber. That's strange. Anyway, it's strange that the timber C16 thing isn't in here. I wonder if this template file. Anyway, let's just open this up. I'll show you where you get them very quickly. So you've always got this library over here as well. Okay, so if you search timber, you can load them in from this one over here. Glulam, pick whatever timber. I usually use the C16. You click this up arrow, it'll load it in. Done. Timber, one last thing. Once you've added the material, it should have. Make sure that the graphics matches the. Okay, timber. Now, if you want to separate these things, if you want to have separate, you need to go to architecture again, component, model in place. Now we're going to create a screed. Okay, so we're going to say floor again, because it's a flooring item. Floor, and you say screed. And I'll explain why I'm doing this, why we're going to break it up like this. Now, this is slightly different. I'm going to use a bevel, a blend. I'm going to say set work plane. I'm going to pick this face over here and say show, so I know what work plane I'm working on. Then I'm going to create a quick rectangle, because this is where it starts. So this is where your screed will kind of start. Okay. You can use align commands in 3D, which I like. Now this height, screed is usually a minimum of 50 mil when it starts. And then it gets thicker to wherever. So I'll say top extrusion. Doesn't matter where it starts, I'll explain where I'm going to add it now. So I'm going to put this one, just like that, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to make this 500 for now, doesn't matter, and I'm going to go finish. So I've put it in the wrong direction. This will go to there. Then I say I want to edit the top extrusion, which was this. I know it's over each other, but you make it just a little. Then this, again, subcategory. This takes a little bit of work, but I can say slab edges maybe, or common edges. Material. Yeah, that's fine. Material. Sorry. Screed. And you can still use your curtain wall. You can copy curtain wall systems and that from. There's your screed. What I like about this is you can now cut in grooves, you can cut in all kinds of weird things, you can cut in beam edges, and I'll show you some other profiles that you can use. What I do like about this though, if you select this object and you go to modify, you can start displacing these objects separately. Then you can use your displace lines. So if you want to create one of these little, okay, yeah, I'll pull this back in, reset. Now I want to create some sort of facade detail that goes around a parapet. Architecture, model in place. Be deliberate, wall, press OK. Yes, call this wall. Now I'm going to use a sweep. I'm going to pick the edges. I'm telling you to pick edges. It means if I change that extrusion, this follows. So if I change the slab stuff, this will follow around, okay? So I'm picking extrusion. I'm telling Revit that's extrusion, but this is my profile that I need to follow around. So here you can go and say, now you can actually go to town. You can make little timber. I'll show you this. It's actually crazy. So say now you want this was a timber wall that goes up. I'm just saying for argument's sake. Okay, I'm going to select here. Take that up there. Sorry, I should have copied. Because maybe you want to show how the timbers go across, you want to add a bit of detail, you want a face of the skin. Make that timber. You can do your facade like that. Yeah, so this will be, okay, timber. So you're just going to go and find that timber section again. So just say, usually the last material that you've used, yeah, it's C16, okay. It gets quite intuitive. You can really go to town. Then you can put vertical, so I'm going to show you that as well. So if you really want to go to town, so I'm going to say in the same family, because you want to keep the same things in the same family, I'm going to go create extrusion. This is slightly different. I'm going to say set pick plane. I'm going to pick the top of this. Guess what I'm going to do now? Rectangle. I'm going to go align. So align. AL. But I can now go and say array. And I'm going to use an array function. So I'm going to say last. That's fine. I'm going to move this one. I haven't changed material yet, it's deliberate. You can put this one there. So if you really want to blow this thing apart, pull this one, move this one here, somewhere over there maybe, and then you're going to change this to, then if you change one of these, you can also, if you change one of these the whole time, because maybe they will go through, who knows. Okay, now in the same thing, I'll put a facing material maybe not, because maybe I want to, when I blow this axle out again, I'll make another wall and I'll call it finish, so component, model in place, wall again, I'll call this finish. You do all the work in here and you set up your view here, and then when you plug it into the other model, you link it in, you just hide the links in the main views everywhere, but then on one of your views you say show link. I'll show you now when I pull it back in. Again, I can say sweep again. I'm going to use the sweep blend profile. It's quite a neat trick. So I'm going to say pick, cancel. I'm going to say pick path. Pick this path. You see it has a start and end profile. I'm going to say edit profile here. Now from the side, if I go to left and I go to rectangle, just click on this one, so this will be 15 mil, doesn't matter what you're using on the outside. Now, finish. If I pick this profile now, edit profile, I'm just showing the different tools so to show you what is possible, but you can actually model a lot. It's actually crazy what you can model. Stairs, everything. So in this, maybe make that slightly thicker. Maybe you've got something in your facade detail. And then it'll get thicker as well. So you can use this as a wall material, and then you can extrude past and do another one in that direction. What's nice now, so this is where the beauty starts to happen. So now, you can start cutting away stuff here. So maybe you want to go to edit place. I want to add a quick void extrusion, void, and I'm going to say set it to work plane, because I know I was working on the work plane. I know where one is, slab, 0. I just want to create a quick cut out of that. Maybe. Maybe when I blow this thing up. Now, you're going to go in 3D view. When you set these up in isometric, pick a good view. This is important. Duplicate it. Duplicate view with detailing. Then, this view, get it to a good scale, 1 to 10, so this all works nicely. Crop around what you need to do. Then you must lock it. Save orientation. Okay, then you can add notes, because now you can start adding. This is crazy. Now you can use dimensions. Okay, so now you can go and add dimensions. Sorry, I have to do it again. Annotate, aligned. So now you can start adding, should start adding dimensions. Yeah, there we go. So you can go and add dimensions to this now. Okay, tab, tab, tab. Yeah, there. Tab. So now you can go and add a whole bunch of dimensions to this and text and notes. But What I like now, so you can pull this out in this direction. You must grab the arrow, by the way. You must grab the arrow where it goes green, so you're locking it on the axis. Just don't, and then up. Then you're going to grab this one. If you don't make them separate in-place families, they don't move out as well. This one will move together, but I'm just showing you, I'm just giving you a quick. Take a bit of time and think how you want to unpackage this, and then the whole time, these have, it tells you where it goes back home. Okay, yeah, very cool. And now this, you can also go, in your views here, you can make a call out of it, a section, and sometimes I just export these, so maybe let me show you that, because sometimes it's better to do it that way. Sometimes, okay. Now this 3D view, I'm going to save this little project. I'm going to call this detail 1. I'll give you this detail so you know what I've done, okay. I'm going to close the details, I'm going to close this project, so file, close project. It'll leave just this open. Now you're going to go and say, insert, I'm going to say link CAD, link Revit, I'm going to link that little detail. Now, the only problem is that it puts it in an obscure place. You must just hide it. So you can go to 3D view, you can find it. So what I do is I select everything. I can see it there. I select it here. So you just grab it here, you say, you hide it, select instances in all projects, in the entire project, and you hide it. You can just hide it or switch it off. So if you go to VG links, just make sure it's always off somewhere. Now, in your 3D views, if you duplicate a 3D view, so let's just duplicate a new 3D view. So let's duplicate. No, he's busy.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
I like it.
I was using it for perspective.
No.
I was like, jeez.
So I'm going to switch that off, switch that off. Now, I'm going to switch that off now. In VG view, I'm going to switch off, I'm going to go to Revit links. I'm going to say I want to link view. I'm linking the 3D view from the other one. Apply, press OK, press OK. So, it should be here somewhere.
But are you not in a different...
No, it allows you to bring it and show it in here.
Oh.
So let me just switch this off for now. It's supposed to show this thing as this view. Custom, by link view. I'm going to say by host view, by link view. So it will specify by link view. Apply. Maybe it's this one. I think maybe I've made a mistake. It's this one. Yeah. Custom by link view. Press apply. Press OK. Press apply. This is a little tricky. I remember I used to do it all the time. You've got a section box on maybe.
Yeah.
Reset temporary height. You just go to VG, section box. I need to switch off your section box. Annotation, section box. This is on. So let me go to properties and go. Okay, let me just bring back that thing as well, just in case, because it's starting to. There was a way that you tell this thing just to use that view. VG. Shucks, now I've lost that. That's strange. Switch this off again. Okay, but it should be showing that detail as it should be in that 3D view. Oh, there it is, there. So you just isolate this element. Isolate and you hide the rest. Then you're seeing this as you would see it. Okay, then you go to VG, Revit links.
Don't go out of bounds with my whole day.
Custom, I just want to make sure detail, discipline, by link model, by link model, by link view. Yeah, it should be showing that view exactly the way it should be. Importer categories, custom. Yeah, by link view. Let's just make it like that, Okay, then you just hide the rest. Okay, so here you're just showing this model, but it's always hidden. It's a bit of a tricky. I don't think it's working as well.
So you wouldn't suggest modeling it on the roof? As
You
it
can
is?
model it, but you're going to have a lot of detail in the same place
Okay.
sometimes. You can do what I've done in place, okay, but
Okay.
then you're going to have a lot of little
Things.
polluted little things. Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering, you can also show. Now, there was a way to do this. I must just maybe go and revise my, because there's a way to show the view. So if we lock this, save orientation, there was a way that you show this view as per the. I just want to check something here. I'm going to switch that off as well. I just want to switch all of this off. I just want to see if I can get this to work. Because there was a way that you tell Revit, listen here, you take by link view. Oh, there it is there. Sorry, VG. Show now, VG, Revit links. By link view. Apply. There we go. See how it changed? Apply. Press OK. So that's how the link view is looking in the model. Then we hide the rest. So VG, let me just see now if it hides the rest. Yeah. So everything else is off. And you see it just shows this thing as per the link view. And now you can rotate it, but it's got the DW that you must just get rid of. Okay.
But the colours.
That's the DWG file that was in there. So now it will represent it as exactly as it comes from that view. So it's very cool. So then everything else, so in VG, you see that's off. That's off. So this view, this has nothing, this has no bearing on, so it's not filling your, I don't know what that was.
Dead people.
I say dead people.
I was showing you, that's a
The
lot of...
model people didn't look nice. Okay,
Check.
I need the details.
So I've literally now, this is exactly how it works. You see I've switched off, and there's no other stuff on. This is coming directly from that, so it's say by link view.
Yeah,
So the way it looks exactly in that view, it's doing the same here.
I see.
Okay, you can even, sometimes you can model around, I just found, because then you don't have to break it apart, you do the breaking apart somewhere else, and it's not, you're not working on double stuff. So all you're doing is you're telling Revit, just represent everything, and then all your other views, just make sure, VG, Revit links, you just make sure the detail's always off. Okay, then it never bugs you, then you're not managing a whole lot of other stuff there. And remember, if you're going to edit you can go, right, let me just fix that quickly, so you go right click, you open the detail model in another session of Revit, so you can work on them simultaneously. Okay. It's a better workflow. You can even put all the notes and everything, even the little section that you create. You can create the detail section here with all the annotation, and you link that section view, that call out. Okay. Yeah.
So this is just more of like a general question, but is the axle usually less detailed than the section on the plan? Okay.
Yeah, you're just trying to get your thing across. You're just trying to convey how things are assembled as you understand them. And I find that this is a better way to do it. To try and use Revit little things and beams and columns and that's trying to connect.
Yeah.
This is a way better workflow. Yeah, let's just get rid of that guy. This is a way better workflow. You get more flexibility. You can add more. I just find that this is just a way better little. And what I do like about these, edit in place, you can make these things join each other as well. So if you don't like that, you can say join. Something else I didn't show you. These things will always join. So, and same materials will always join each other. Okay. You can say join multiple, by the way. So join, and you can switch on. There's a little multiple function here. So if you go join, there's a little click here. Join here, multiple join. There we go. Sorry, my mouse has got off the screen there. There we go. Yeah, that multiple join. Yeah, there we go. So then it becomes one element. So it becomes quite neat.
Yeah.
So the sweeps work well, steel profiles and all of that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just find that this you get more bang for your buck. Okay.
Yeah.
And now what's neat is this view that we'd set up here, I think it was 3.1, yeah, it was this one, copy, this view. When you add a section box now, guess what happens in that other view? And this is where the magic does, this is what I like. So I finish that. Now you can add a section box here as well, which makes it even more, so you can see into the material. Okay, section box. So you'll see that your line weights, if you switch on line weights and that now, you'll start getting the line weights.
Yeah.
Okay. And provided that you've set up your VG, your materials have that hatch and that enabled, you'll see the hatching and everything, okay? See there, it's got the hatching. You should see it in this hidden line. It's just a little grey. But if I save this now, save, and I pull this down, and I pull this close, and I save this now, save. Now this other project, if you go back to that other 3D view that I created, which was, damn it, was detail copy, yeah, this one here. And you go to manage links and you reload, okay. Manage, you just click reload, provided you save in the other model. Here, reload. And you'll see it'll also be cut. You'll start seeing the, okay, so whatever happens in the other view happens in here. Okay. Even the levels show. So if you switch the levels off there, they don't come through.
Okay.
So don't show, you can maybe just show this level, but try and get it tight around the.
Yeah.
But mate, don't even show the level.
But thank
Yeah,
you so
I'll
much.
upload
Thank you so
this for
much.
you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Ruth, it's been a long wait.
Oh, Odin, I've got a question.
Okay, Odin, yes, what's up?
I don't know if you remember that other problem I had was that net something.
.net.
Yeah.
Yes.
It showed up
Again.
again. I was wondering if there's a way for me to try and sort it out so that it doesn't show up like a day before crit or something.
Okay. Oh, I hope I saved his file. I did save his file. I hope you saved his file. I did. Yeah, let me just upload it to them quickly. So let me just send it to Ruben. Yeah, that .net I'll explain. There's a website you go to because we downloaded the .net files, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's what dot is 0.5, eh?
Wasn't it
5 point.
8? Wasn't it 8 point something?
Autodesk. I'll just see it. Autodesk .net.
Yeah, because it happened yesterday and it didn't allow me to do anything for comp.
Yeah, I know what, and it wants this download. It wants this bloody. Here, it's this one here. Net.4.5 is, or one of those, hey. You have to go to this .NET framework here. You go to the Microsoft page.
Okay.
So you go to Microsoft.NET framework, whatever one it's asking for,
Okay.
and then you download them here. You see, you download them, and you
Okay.
just install them from there. If there's an issue, come to me on Monday.
Okay.
But you find that .NET, you just download it and you should install it.
Okay.
Something else is using your .NET, it's strange. So it just happened out the blue.
Yeah, it just happened.
Get it open now quickly. I'm going to open Ruth's file in the meantime.
My computer needs to charge, so I'm gonna quickly go get the.
Yeah, get it. Yeah. Oh, you need the Mayfair. You need some help with your design model.
For design.
Okay.
I've uploaded the site
I've got
file,
it.
but the thing is, they're apart.
Okay. So, did you link? So, what you need to do is you need to. I would link your site model into your building model and move your site model because it's not for construction.
Okay.
Quickly upload your design model quickly.
Is that not the?
Oh, okay,
that's
maybe
the
it's just
site
that
then.
one.
Is it Mayfair? Oh, yeah. That's
Okay, then
That's what design
I've
model.
given you guys. I've got the site models and I can show you how to do it. I've got it already.
Oh, okay.
Did you
Because
use
I've
the one I
already-
gave you guys?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But I've already uploaded into the Mayfair
Okay.
one.
Okay.
So.
Then I'll know exactly which one it is. Okay. So let's just say open folder. We're getting a lot of this stuff out. Ruth, if you want to sign that, and then Aubrey is happy that you guys
That is spoken to you.
spoken.
Thank you.
Downloads, that was now 1538, yeah. Good. Let's put that to desktop.
Let me put another.
Okay, let me just get rid of that. Sorry, it doesn't want to move across. Okay, let's try that again. because the file is open. Oh, it's open Revit already. Okay, never mind. Okay. Oh, okay. So yours was. Don't worry, I'll get it. So we
Yes, in
managed.
3D view you can see it like.
Yeah, I've got it. It's just that I don't have your link, but it's site 5.
Okay.
But I've got site 5 if I go to. So all that you got to do is you just have to reload from on your machine. So if you know where it is, you just go reload from. I know where site 5 is on this machine. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
if
then I just reload it again on
You
my
just
machine.
go and reload it again. So I'm going to go to OKU 300. It will be Mayfair. Site 5. Yeah.
Yes.
Open. That's it. Okay. It's actually very easy. Okay. You've done it the right way.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now the only little trick was just because now the
Yeah.
quickest way. Now this is the problem with the site in Johannesburg. It's massively high above sea level, so you're not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
see the site here.
Yeah, I've uploaded my AutoCAD flow plan.
That's cool. So in VG, you're going to go to in properties. The only trick here with your site that you've got to understand is you need to adjust your view range to see the site.
Okay.
Johannesburg is 17,000 above, so I go 1900,000. That's how we fix this. It's very strange, I know.
Where did you get this number from?
I know Johannesburg and I know
Okay.
the site. So you can see now the site is above. So if I go to Fine and I go to Hidden or Shaded, I know now that this is above my site. Okay, so I'm going to I'll get rid of that for now. Okay, let me just use this section again. So I'm going to use this section through there just so I can get things lined up, and I might use wireframe because maybe what I want to do is I want to rotate this thing to work with your file rather.
Yes.
So,
Also, I'm side 5. I'm using the whole block, so not
Good.
just that small section. So
oh,
yeah.
and is yours rotated?
Oh, I made it just straight on AutoCAD, but
Okay.
it is slightly off.
No, but that's fine, but this will rotate to there, hey?
Yes.
Okay, so this, but you see it's easy to move once you've got it. Okay, select your link file.
So that to there.
Oh, so,
It's for the whole block.
Okay. Oh, those were the buildings. I need to bring
but
in.
I have to remove them then. Can
Yeah,
Can I
you
remove
can.
them?
Yes
Because I don't know
and
if
no.
it's just like a lock.
I'll show you another trick.
Okay.
We're going to do something else to make this work a little better. But don't worry, we've got the first part, and I'll show you how to sort out the rest.
Do you want to do him first?
No, it's cool. So, to fix this, the last two things that we bring in, very quick. We're going to go to Insert, Link CAD, because I've actually got the buildings just as 2D, so you can quickly extrude them if you need to. I've got everything as 2D for you as well. So, you go to the same place, and you can go and download this from the same location, okay?
Okay.
So, BIM Library, you go to OKU, you go to OKU 300, Mayfair, you've got the site info. You see this guy? I'm going to bring this one as well, and remember it's always meters. I'll explain why I'm bringing this in as well. It's a very good reason I'm bringing this guy in as well. Yes, it's going to be a bit crazy for now, but it's fine. So VG, all I'm after in this file is I want the building footprints. So I don't want that. I want the cadastral, buildings cadastral. I don't want contours. I don't want land parcels. I just want cadastral. And I maybe want, I've even got the roads for you if you want, but the roads that are there, it's fine. Road center lines, project site, that's all I need. Apply, press OK. So you see now that I've got, it was the wrong way around. So VG, imported categories, I'm going to switch off because the cadastral they gave us was rubbish. So I'm looking for land parcels, I'm going to switch off cadastry. That's better, that's what we want. And I'm going to go model sites. I just want to see if I can get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need here. Buildings is fine because I want the building footprints. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I think here
okay.
I've got two, like these two ones, with the pedestrian and the car that I added.
That's cool. Then I'll show you.
You don't really have to use that. You could use like this line, this third one there, just to
Okay.
take it to the.
Okay, no,
the
that's
block.
cool. No, then that will work well.
Okay.
So now this site was, but now we have to move this one to the right place. So I need your sites again, sorry. Site, it was, I'm almost there, Project sites, I want site, project sites. And that was the model sites that I'm after, apply. So, no, sorry, it's the project sites. I'm forgetting how this thing was named. So it's that one and not that one, apply. So you worked on that site there?
Site line, yeah.
Yeah. So there's the cadastral
Yeah.
information. Okay. Why is there two cadastral? Just switch the one off, sorry. Because I know I made the correct one and the other one was wrong. So it was cadastry, land parcel, there we go. Apply, that was the correct one. Yeah, because, yes. So that, we're going to move. Yeah, these things are always locked, by the way. So I'll leave this file, so you just need to re-find this on your computer, download the same file, and you reload it in if you need it. If you need it. So that, I'm going to move to that. So we use that point there.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to rotate this one, rotate, just so we've got the building footprints. So you don't have to use all the information. It's a slight little glitch, but you can.
I think so, yeah.
They won't know. They won't know. Okay. Now, the site model, which is this site model here, I'm going to move to the same point. But that technically goes to there. Okay.
Alright.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That goes to there because I set up the site. I set up the sites to work with the rotate. I'm going to say place. Put that there. I'm going to rotate that there. Now everything's aligned.
Okay.
Done. Now I just need to sort out the elevation. So you can use the AutoCAD file just to give you your building footprints. Then you don't have to worry about the 3D stuff, and then you can pull them up as you need. So with the buildings, I'll show you. This is where this is nice. So just with the buildings, I've got all the surrounding buildings now, just in shape. So you can pull them up, get rid of the ones, and my buildings and your buildings were light. You'll see that the 3D buildings were typed perfectly.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to 3D view now. Now I just need to go to switch this off because we're going to have something way above there, and maybe not in that view. Let me go back there again. So maybe let's just go to this one here. So switch this off. Yeah. So all we need to do is pull this down to a good level. I'm going to move this down. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Just locking it on this, and I'm going to move it to a level here that I think will kind of work for you. Okay, now we're going to go to 3D view. Now you're going to see everything is going to be nice and low. I don't need this thing, it's done its job. Okay, that should have been, I don't know why that was too low. I can make that 0 again to fix that. But now, this is just that DXF file. Oh shucks, I moved the wrong one. Okay, so my bad, my bad.
That's fine.
My bad, so I'm going to move that. So I'm going to move that one in section. So in section, I just want to move that one. Yeah, see that? I just want to move that. I'm going to move it, and I know it'll be from that level there maybe. Because that looks good for you, the side where your section is, yeah. You can manipulate the topography if you want, okay? I can show you how to do that. It's actually quite easy. There we go. Now 3D view. This AutoCAD file, VG, just switch off the, you switch off the contours. The contours the only thing that's the reason why it's doing that. The reason why it's so high. But now, guess what? So let's just hover on that thing. There's your site and everything with your little...
So nice. The colors.
Oh, I even made the roads for you.
Thank you.
Cool.
I was looking at videos how to make roads.
I know, it's in already. It's in already. And I'm giving you guys just that little block there to work with. You don't need more. If you want to make more, you can make it a bit bigger, but for now,
Okay.
that's all you need. This is the context that you need. Okay, and your building, this was open here. There wasn't much there because it was an open road. So there was not much there. So the only context that you need is there, and there. Okay.
I got a question because in this building here, I have like a smaller height here. How do I've made a joint there because if I combine them, they merge as one, but I want different heights.
I'll show you a trick. Okay, let me go to ground floor. Now, in ground floor, you can get rid of this link file. So if you go to VG, if you're done with if you want to use the buildings again, you just switch on links. You just go here and unload link. For now, I'll leave it in for you.
Okay.
But I'm going to say unload for now, so it doesn't clog up your machine, because that file is actually notoriously bad. That's all we need to see, just like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So in VG View, what I also like to do with your Revit links, I like to switch off. So Mayfair site, there it is there. Oh wait, it's this one here, so I don't know what that Mayfair site is. That was probably another file. We can get rid of that.
Like maybe my AutoCAD file?
It could be Mayfair. No, it was this one here, site. And it was missing it anyway, so remove that, it's fine. We don't need it anymore because we've got the right side.
And then how do I get rid of these existing buildings there?
Yeah, those you can just delete in VG. I think we can go VG. I think those were in generic models. So if I go to Revit links, site 5, you can actually open up site 5 and edit it there. And then you link it back in. So maybe let me show you that. I'll show you how to connect the two. Because if you want to manipulate the topography, we can. Okay.
But then I can rather than come next week for that and then just
Yeah, I
hide
wanna
this
sort
and then
out-
just fix that up.
Yeah, so for now, what you do in this file is, if you press tab once or twice,
Yeah.
you see that you can select objects in a link.
Yeah.
Guess what you can do? Hide and view element.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Oh. Okay, so you can do that. I'll bring it back for now. Just remember, tab once or twice.
Yeah, and it's
It selects the objects,
Okay.
right click, hide element. Just remember that they're hidden.
Yeah, and then have to find
You're going to have to use the glasses tool again, and then you're going to have to press tab and then
select-
reveal.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a good way. I'll leave them off for now so you know. Okay, now VG, one last little trick, Revit links. Now these guys, what we tend to do in your file, I switch off all the annotation stuff. So anything in here, all the annotation stuff, I like to switch all of it off. So I'm going to say custom, annotation, custom, I just switch all the stuff off because it's a scope box, it's a whole lot of unnecessary stuff. You just want to see your site clean.
Jason, what time are you going to be here until?
I'm just going to help a couple more
No, I'm
students.
still busy with stuff anyways.
Yeah, when I leave, I'll come out past you.
Come out past you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you're not there, I'll catch you Monday.
Okay, cool. All right.
Mitch, see you around.
I'll see you around. Thank you.
Have a nice weekend, eh?
You too.
Oh, yeah. Your levels, I just want to show you that as
yeah,
well.
because
I know.
I've made level A, level 1A,
Yeah.
level 1B.
To fix your levels very quickly, very, very quick. This is a very quick tool. You can delete it once it's done. This is a great tool.
Okay.
Select your whole site just once.
Alright.
Go to 3D view. This is called a scope box. You pull this up and down. I'll explain. You go up and down. And now, very nice. You're going to go select everything. Go to levels. Check none, and you're going to select just the levels. Because I just want to make sure they're all the same type of level. Because a lot of people have been making that mistake. So just make sure and type it's one level type. Easy. Box standard. Perfect. Then I'm going to tell it the scope box is going to control them. So now you see they're all controlled, nice and neat across the whole.
And then do I still have to be like level 1A, level 1B?
You
Just
can
like
for
depending-
different floors,
Okay,
yes.
alright.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Typically what we also do is we make a Revit model for each building once we know what you're doing, and then we link it all together in one model.
Okay.
Because then you're not managing thousands of levels.
Okay, that makes sense, but okay.
Anyway, but
that's-
hey, we learn.
Yeah,
we
that's,
learn.
that's for the following project.
But now you could have a scope box per building. Then you govern just the levels for that building, for that building, for that building, and then the scope box gets given a name. Building 1, building 2. That's how
So
you
then
do
where
it.
do I find that in the...
Oh, okay. So scope box. If you go to architecture. So for example, a scope box. So let's just go to. You have to be in a plan view for this. Okay. So you go to view. I'm recording this, by the way, so you can get the recording at the end. Scope box. So say now this is building A. Watch what I'll do. I'll draw a scope box just around building A. It's going to ask me for a name, so I'll call this A. Now, I can tell all the levels that need to work with that building will use scope box A. Now, watch this. It's actually so clever in 3D view. It's very cool. Select all of them for now. I'm just going to show you how you can change it, manage them all. So you're going to select all instances in view. Select all in view. Guess what? I'm going to tell it actually they belong to building A. Guess what? Disassociate. Oh, building A wasn't high enough.
Yeah,
One of them was too low, so one of the levels didn't work.
Yeah.
But now guess what? They all work around level building A.
Okay.
So that's how you create different ones for different buildings.
Alright.
If you want to work in the same. But it does get tricky because when you're putting things on a floor plan, your floor plan, you must make sure what level it's associated to. It does get tricky.
Okay, and then how do I associate the levels to the floor plan?
So if you're in ground floor, you're working correctly. So say now level 1 is building 1.
Yeah.
Say that's this building. Now you make sure in this level, when you're going to draw something, architecture, wall, make sure this is where it does get tricky. You make sure that this thing associates to this level, but it will be because level A is working on that level. But if you go to properties and you start drawing, you see. So you can set whatever level the wall needs to work from and work to.
Okay.
So that's where things are tricky. So if you are going to use multiple levels, prefix and building A, but you might say A ground, A first, A second. It gets quite tricky. That's why you make separate Revit models
So
for
maybe
each
I
building.
should just have all of them the same height, like each floor, and then
Maybe.
just like, if some buildings might have 3 floors,
Yeah.
okay.
But you can save this model 5 times and then delete the context every time and have one master with the outlines and you just link them all back in
Okay.
if you want. Okay, but I'm just saying, typically we make a Revit model for each building. Typically. Okay. But, hey, we're learning.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
For the walls, the two
Yeah.
different
That
heights.
was ground floor. What floor plan
Yes.
was that? Ground floor.
The bottom left corner.
This
Right
one
there,
there.
yes.
Okay, I just want to see, this will tell me what wall it was based off. I'm going to show you something. You're not working with my templates, so I'm going to transfer my template into you so you have more the right stuff.
Okay, perfect.
That
Yes.
walls.
Because I was like, I don't see any of the ones I'm used
Yeah,
to.
I'll explain, because that,
Because I just opened like a normal architectural template.
yeah, it does get a bit confusing. So just grab my Revit template files, just open it. I'll explain. We're going to start a new project separate to this project. We ignore it. You go back into this project, you go to manage, and you go transfer project standards. I'm going to bring everything, not from site 5. Site 5 will work as well, but you see that template file? I'm telling it, take everything in there and you're bringing it to this file.
Well, that's exactly what I want to do.
Yeah. Hey, everyone's getting some tricks now. Huh?
Wait, so
Then it'll transfer that whole template library with the walls,
that's what
everything.
I want at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, it'll transfer it into this project.
So
So
you
the
went
walls
to-
are better.
What did you do?
So you go to transfer project standards.
So under managed.
Yeah, manage. Then you tell it, take this file that I've just started.
Oh, how did you first get this file?
I don't know. They have to be open in the same session of Revit.
So he went to
Oh,
and
okay, okay. So I just
So
need
at
to
the
go and open
moment,
it.
this is Revit 2025 template open, and this is her model that's open.
Okay.
But now, if I transfer, but you can also bring in things from links. So if you've got a link file, you can also bring them in from links.
Yeah.
But manage, transfer project standards, that is a link file.
So I
but
can just go open even the Camisa project because it has that
Yeah.
template and just.
then it will tell you,
Any
Revit will
project
say,
with
do you
that
want to take all the stuff across? You just
Yeah.
say yes, all, bang, done,
Okay.
override. Okay, then you go to ground floor, then these walls. Because
select all of them and then change it to the other.
so you go select all instances so in project, just like this. If you go to wall properties, you can now you've got you've got a whole lot now. So there's there check 220, and it updates all of them to the right one, but keeps the settings look nice, and your line weights have come across everything.
So, but then now if I
Okay.
want to have this one as a 6 meter and,
And
this
watch
as a 3
this.
meter.
You see that dot there?
Yeah.
Right click, disallow join.
Oh, that's why it was joining.
Now it doesn't join.
Okay, so just I had to disallow.
But-
Right.
What you can do as well, you can do this. Now I know you want to do that, so reference plane, I'm just using a reference plane so that I know there's a break here. A reference plane works like, if I cut a section through there, I'll explain. I hope I'm looking at it. You see it gives me this line? I can say edit profile, and now I can cut this wall lower. I can tell this wall to be so you can keep the same wall, but you can cut.
Oh, so, okay.
So you can do that without having to.
And this reference point just cut both of them? Or
It does technically.
Okay.
Technically, so this one you can do the same. But if the walls stop and you want a lower wall, you use that do not join
Okay.
command. That sometimes is better, especially if you want a small roof there or.
Okay.
Okay, but now you can see, I can actually do that, but now, while you're working, you can see if you want to reset profile, you can also go and add, this is crazy what you can do, you can actually add a whole bunch of
Like like windows. No shelves. Okay.
And then you can grab these little things to edit them. Oh, it's actually quite neat, and if you want the wall reset, you just reset it, okay?
Okay.
But then maybe have a roof level there that you know. So I'll go back to that section. So in section, let's go back to ground floor. So ground floor, let's create another section. So this thing, provided it cuts the square, you'll see it. At an angle, you won't see it. But if I switch this to this direction, guess what? Go to view. You still see it, and it's perfectly on that wall.
Okay.
But then this little wall, you can then set it at a right height.
Alright.
And here you must just check your levels the whole time. I'm going to set this to all work. I'm going to set your levels all to be through the whole project, okay? You just switch off your section box. So otherwise the scope box will cause issues. So let me just select all of these again. But you understood what I did with that, eh?
Yes, I did.
Select all instances in project. Just make sure it goes back to the scope box. Scope box 1. Then it's across all levels for now. Okay, it does not, but remember for design you can just switch off all the, you're not showing the levels, you're just showing
I'm
the,
seeing here, so there's a level change.
so here you just need to start, now I'm going to show you how you take, so let's open up site 5 and I'll show you how you link it back and I'll give you back site 5
Okay.
so that your building's
Alright.
in the site model, then you can play with the topography in your site model and I'll show you very quickly how to make it flat. Okay, so I'm going to open in a new session on Revit, Site 5. I need to download it first, so I'm going to go to...
So do you not want to open it to Odin first and then we can continue?
Ah, it's cool. I'll get Odin in 2 minutes. No, let's do this quick. Quick. Okay, you. So, okay, 300, Mayfair. So I'm just going to copy this. Control C, and I'm going to put this on my desktop, and I'll give you the site 5 as well. Okay. Yeah, Control V. So I'm going to open site 5. So I'm going to go open desktop site 5. Desktop site 5. Open. Okay, now first trick we have to do, I have to tell this one to change to the one on my desktop and not to my manage links. I'm telling it Revit, you're going to use my one on my reload from. So reload from, this is what you need to do. You need to find your site 5, okay? There. So it's going to use that model and not the other model. Nothing's changed. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure that these two share the same coordinates. Okay. So, publish coordinates. Can I publish coordinates from a model with multiple name? Oh dear. Okay, let me just go to sites. I'll tell you why. Manage. Okay, let me just open up site 5. I'll explain why. Because it's got ignore and continue opening. So if we go to manage, go to 3 view. Okay, this is your little, okay. Manage, location, site. So internal, just like that, press OK. Great. So this one. So I'm going to say coordinates, publish coordinates, counts. Oh, it's in here. That's why. So we're going to remove. We're just going to change it to. You just have to set one because you only do this if you've got multiple buildings. Okay, so internal I'm going to delete. Okay. Default, that's all we need. Default. Okay, so I'm going to say coordinates, publish coordinates, and I'm going to say internal, press OK. So what I've done is I've taken the coordinates from this file and I've sent them to this file.
Okay.
So now, all that you do, very quick, now you're going to go and say insert, link, Revit. I make sure that I'm saving this one. File, I'm going to save this on my desktop as well. So save as project desktop, desktop, save, save. Why? Okay, why is it not doing this? File, save as project desktop.
Is it maybe because you're saving something already open, so shouldn't you say save as?
I Let me just, sorry, let's save this one. Because save first, save position back. Oh dear.
I don't know.
File, let me just do this again. I'll do it again. Save as project. I'll send the position back, it doesn't matter. Desktop, I just want them in the same location. Save, I'm going to say do not save, do not save. That's fine. Now, this one, if I go to manage links, I'll explain why. This one, you can say save position from here.
Okay.
Save positions, you see that? Save. It's because it's open. Sorry, let's close that now. Close that for now. I'll leave it open because I'll launch it quickly. Sorry, it was open, so Revit is like, nah, can't do it. Save position. Save, now it will save.
Yeah.
Happy days. Okay. Now in here, let me just make sure I open the one from my desktop, I don't open the wrong one. Site, yes, open. Okay, good. Now it's very easy. You're going to go to ignore, go to 3D view. Those are just the other links that I've given you guys. Ignore them for now. If you don't want them to show, you just switch them off. You're going to go to insert, link CAD, link Revit, by shared coordinates, because we've published the coordinates, by shared coordinates, and you're going to say open. And it should all come in exactly the right location at the right job. Perfect. Look at that, huh? Happy days. So, I don't have to do much. Brilliant, huh?
Yeah.
Now, you click on your topography. Now, your site levels, just try and make all the levels, maybe what your ground floor was here. What is your ground floor level there? But we'll check. I'll show you now. You see those levels there? I'll just show you very quickly how to do it. If you go and modify these points, you see all of these points. Now, you go to top view. Just this thing all day. You just delete the points inside here because you want to manipulate these to work with your project rather. So you just delete these very quickly in here.
So within the block, okay.
And around your buildings. You can keep the ones nearby. You want to keep these ones nearby. So maybe this one you can delete. These are just little control points. Then I'll show you how you level the stuff out. So maybe that one you want to weigh. Okay, so you just delete. This is a little bit of a tedious process, but you delete. Maybe keep that point there. We'll see now. You delete these points. Okay, I'll undo this just so you know. And then I'll delete those as well. Maybe that as well. Okay, so maybe some here as well.
We also delete the ones on the side.
Yeah, just these ones here maybe. Those are fine around there because they give you a perimeter. Because maybe, okay, now in 3D view, you'll notice now I can go and start adding points around here. So maybe that's also a bit too high. So delete that. You see how it's starting to try and flat things. If I go and add points now, and I say snap, I can switch on wireframe. This is quite cool. It's very cool actually. So you switch on wireframe, and I'm going to say pick points. I'm going to switch this on to snapping. Guess what I can do? See what it does? It's a point there. But it will be manipulating the topography. I can actually draw around this building, and it'll make those points. Yeah. Oh, see, you can go here now. I'm going to stop here for a bit. I'm just going to bring back 3D view. Here, 3D view. See that? And now it's manipulating your topography. See what I'm doing there?
Yeah.
Now at this point you can lower it a bit to make it work with your site. See what I'm doing? So I'm making like a little bend there. So maybe these ones I can lower. I can add more points around here now. I typically lower these again by another. So what's quite neat now, if you select the topography, I'm going to do this one last time. So just be careful, you must select the topography and you go to points. These points here, if you go to wireframe, they're all going to have the same elevation. You might want to take them a little lower, so control. Those points like that, control like that. It will have, they should have had the same elevation. Just select this one. They should all have, you see they got the same there?
Yeah.
You can say equals to minus 150 because that's a weather step to get into your building. See, they all drop by 150. I can copy that level now. Control C. I can now select all of these levels and I can paste that value in there now. They're all dropped. You see how they've dropped in 3D to match? So you can actually go around and manipulate. You can put another point there to make it.
Okay.
It takes a bit of practice. It's not the most intuitive thing to do sometimes, but you can see, look how nice I've got your topography. And if you select your topography, oh, that was too high. Why was that so high? That should only be 2 mil. Sorry, that was wrong. That should be 2. So it's nice and flat. So your topography, Odin, I'm with you now. So with your topography now, there's one last trick. If you get a massing in sight, you switch on smooth, to smoothing. Then it's nice and smooth. But now, here you might have to add points to raise the ground, you see.
Okay,
So now on this side, you're going to select this side now. You're going to go add point.
Is there a way to like make this point similar to that point? Or
Yeah,
is that just by
no.
adding a point
When
then
you hover, you read it
and you copy the
and you copy the value. But now
Alright.
watch, I can make this ground higher now. So in 3D view, you'll start seeing that this ground will start getting high. So you just have to add enough points and you'll see it'll start working, okay? And then if I say finish now, guess what? You'll see a topography, look how nice and...
So I just need to fix the other side. Okay.
Yeah, look at that. See, now the side goes up to it.
Alright. Perfect.
Oh.
Thank you.
Cool, I'm going to save both these files and send you both.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Odin, let's see this .NET thing. So just try and open up Revit and see what the .NET error is, and then we'll try.
I spoke to Alma this morning.
Mhm.
Said we can.
Did he battle?
No, because I don't know why it's on and off. Because the moment he opened it,
It didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? These things, the mystery of Revit, who knows? Okay, Ruth, I've sent you those files, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, Revit opened and
It's not working.
no, it's just working. I don't know too why it doesn't, but I checked last time because last time we went to the city.
Oh yeah, you're going to go to here. Go to control panel, explain that. Control panel. We enable it. Control panel. You go to applications now. It was advanced features. And say programs and features. Then it will be turn on Windows features. It's a whole different thing. Yeah. Remember we put that .NET on?
Yeah.
There it is, it's already enabled. Click press there. Some might not be enabled. They must all be perfect. It's enabled. So yours is fine. If it stops working, you just go back and switch it on off.
Okay.
Okay. That's where the error is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream. I hope people have learned something today.
Actually, during the July break between the two semesters, actually, through my portfolio, started to play around with the Topos.
It's good to use. I've had some good and bad. I've had some good and bad. I've had some good and bad experience with it.